Okay guys, this is the tutorial video for Adobe Premiere. Alright, this is the first part, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is to create new project. But before going to the program, I want you guys to create, to make a folder first. It's gonna be easier, alright? So you need to create a new folder and name whatever you want. So this one is Adobe Premiere 1. Okay, and now I want you guys to put all the video files and audio files in this folder. Alright, so where's the files? So you can download all the files on Facebook group, but mine is in, where is it? Okay, here. Okay, here we go. So put all the files in the same folder. Okay, and now we're gonna open the program, and it's here, Adobe Premiere. So my version is quite different to the version at Bangkok University, because Bangkok University's computers are so old. Okay, mine is CC 2017. Open it. And this program is not free, I'm so sorry for you, but you can try to use the trial version. And for your final project, you can use any program if you that you want, alright? So now we need to start a new project. So to start a new project, click New Project, alright? And then the location should be your folder that you just created. So browse. Find your folder, this one. Okay, choose, and then type the name of your project, which is, I don't know, Adobe Premiere 1. Alright, okay, alright, and then click OK. Okay, so this is Adobe Premiere, alright? So you can see all the panels here, which are, a bit different to the version at Bangkok University. And you can see all the panels, right? And if you don't see any panels, so for example, I don't have FX, for example, right? So I don't have FX panel. You can go to Window, right? And tick FX. Right, and it's here, right? So if you can't see any panel, don't panic. Go to Window and tick what you want, right? And these panels are movable, right? So if you want to move FX to somewhere here, you can just drag your panel and place that, or here, or whatever. But this time I'm going to take my FX panel back here, okay? So this is, this is the very basic, very beginning. And for the newest, the new version of Adobe Premiere, you can see that there's no sequence yet, and you need to create your sequence, right? In order to create the new sequence for the new version, you need to import the videos file. So to do that, there are two ways. First, go to File, Import, and find your file. Another way, easier, go to your folder, right? And then, okay, select all the files you want to import. And then just drag to the project panel here. It should be here, project panel. If you can't see, find it. And if you really can't see, again, Window and tick project somewhere. Where is project? Here, project. Okay, and okay, just move all the files to project panel, place it. Here we go. Okay, now we're gonna create the sequence, and it's very easy for the new version, because you can just drag your video and you can start a new sequence, right? So just drag your video to the timeline panel here. That's it, you have a sequence now. right? You can play. And to play, you can click here, play, or you can press space bar, all right, on your keyboard, okay? And now let's say that I want to import only a part of this video, this source. I don't want the whole part because it's going to be too long for me. So to do that, okay, delete first. Okay. Okay, so to do that, you choose the source that you want to import, right? So maybe this one, sky, okay? And then you double click and it will show here source panel here. If it doesn't show, choose source panel here, okay? And now you can also adjust as you want, okay? And now I want to select just, some part of this video. To do that, I need to mark the beginning part and the ending part. To mark the beginning part, you use this, right? Mark in, right? So let's say I want to start it here. Sorry for the airplane. Sorry, I'm at, I'm in Don Mueang area. Okay, continue. So this is mark in. You mark in first, right? Just click it, and then you select a spot where you want to end, right? So maybe until here, and then you can mark out. And very easy. You can just drag, right? Drag the video, right? Drag here to your sequence. Okay, and here we go. And these you can see V1, V2, V3, so it's video 1, video 2, video 3, audio 1, audio 2, and audio 3. These are layers, okay? So if you put something above, it's going to be above, right? So if you put something in maybe video 2, right? So it's going to be under video 3, and if you put something in video 1, it's going to be under video 2, right? So it's just like, when you are doing stuff with Photoshop or I don't know, maybe Microsoft PowerPoint, right? Okay, so back to what we just stopped. So here, okay, so let's say now I want to import only the video file, right? I don't want the audio file. There are two ways to do that, okay? The first way, import the whole part, right? So I will put in video 1, right? The first layer. So if I want to import only the audio file, the first way is to separate this video file and audio file first, okay? But you can't just separate, right? Because if you move, it will move like together, video 1 and video 2, right? So to separate these, video and audio files, you need to right click and then find, where is it? Unlink here, okay? Again, right click and find unlink. And now you can move either audio or video, right? And if you don't want the audio, very easy, just delete audio, right? Just delete it. So audio will be here somewhere here, right? So there's no audio. But this way is a bit difficult, a bit complicated. I have another better way. Okay, just delete. So another way to do that, go back to the source panel here, okay? And then, can you see the video icon here, right? So if you can't see, you need to enlarge it. So if you can't see, you need to enlarge it. You can resize the panel as you want. And this one, this icon, you just drag this icon, right? This icon to the sequence panel, right? And that's only the video file, right? So again, this icon, just drag it, and here we go, the video file. Same way, if you want to import only the audio file, this one, right, the audio icon, drag it and put it somewhere here. So only audio, right? Very easy. Okay, next thing is, okay, sometime when you import your video, right? Okay, maybe this one. Okay, sometime when you import your video and it's like, you know, it's smaller than your frame, all right? If it's too small, it's too big, right? If it's larger than your frame and you want it to fit to your frame, to fit your, to fit to your screen, the way to do that is to right click and is it scale to frame size, right? So if your video is too big or too small, you can set to the frame size by using scale to frame size, right? And the next thing is to make a transition, okay? So let's say I have two videos. So this one, maybe three, okay? So you can adjust the length by using this, right? You can move it like this, right? This way. Okay, so let's say I have 4 videos. So okay, this one and this one again, and I can adjust. All right. Okay. Now let's say I want to make a transition between each video, right? Each clip, right? Because it's, you know, you want to make a transition to make it smoother. So you need to go to Effects panel. Oh, where's my Effects panel? It's gone. Okay, it's here. Okay, so go to Effects panel. Here. Again, if you can't find, Window and tick Effects. Okay, and then at the Effects panel, go to Video Transitions here. Click the triangle here in front of Video Transitions. And you can use anything you want, but for this case, I will focus on dissolve because you use dissolve a lot, right? So click the triangle in front of dissolve again, all right? And now you can choose whatever you want. So maybe the first transition for me is cross dissolve. So I click this one and I just drag this transition in between the clips, right? Very simple. And you can also zoom in and zoom out. So if you use Mac, you can use, you know, pinch, right? Move your finger. And if you use PC, I don't know, there might be some zoom tool or something. So if you can't find, Google. Sorry. Okay, so now, okay, let's make a transition. So dip to black for this one. Dip to white for this one. Okay, dip to black, dip to white. Okay, and now you can see that the transition might be a bit small, right? Right, so if you want to change the size, right, change the length of the transition, you can just, you know, move this around, right? You can just enlarge it and move around. So you want to make a transition from here, right? And you can play. Right, and here we go, the transition, okay? And the last thing for Adobe Premiere 1 is to render. So sometimes, okay, if your video files are very, very big and sometimes you can't process, right? Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to inform you this. Sorry, for the computers at Bangkok University, you can't adjust the resolution, I think, but for the newer versions, you can adjust the playback resolution right here. So full, half, or whatever you want. So if your video, you know, if your video size is very, very big, you might want to change the playback resolution to, like, you know, half, or I don't know, up to you. So it's, you know, faster to view, to play back your video, all right? And now let's say that you want to render your video, right? So if you have too many clips and the computers can't really process all the clips, right? You need to render your video, right? So to render your video, very easy. On your keyboard, you press enter, right? Press enter, and it will render your video. And how do you see that sequence is rendered or not. Okay, so if it's yellow, it's the original file. You don't need to render. Okay, and if it's red, you need to render because it's. So let's try. Okay, maybe sorry, generate. Okay, can I? Okay, so here we go. You can see the red red line here, right? So if you see the red line here, sometimes you can view on the playback monitor here. Sometimes you can't because it consumes your RAM, right? So to do that, you need to click enter, and if it's green, then it's fine, right? And you can also render just a part of your video by using this, right? Mark in, all right, and mark out. So let's say you want to render only this part. You mark in and mark out first and then enter. And that's it for Adobe Premiere 1. See you in class. Goodbye.